Hello everyone, welcome back again. And in the previous video we are learning that how we can execute the artisan command in our application, right? So now the time is to work on the PHP version, that how we can change the version, and then I will move to the executing the npm on the server, right? So just go here, and here we added these commands, right? So just comment them out like this, and you make sure to add this line, otherwise your which code I'm going to add this, it's not going to work because we are changing the PHP version, and if PHP does not exist in the project, so it's not going to run, right? Okay, so by using this you can execute. This one is the same author of this package, right? No, it's different. Sam hand is different, and its one is different, right? So make sure that the package is supported your PHP version, and it's not throwing any error, right? So I tested this out, and it's not throwing any error, and it's successfully changing the PHP version. So here it's defined the PHP version 8 7.0, and I'm going to on the PHP Artisan 8.1 PHP version 8.1, right? So I did this script, and now just to do the same thing, add this file, update the YAML file, and then push this on the server. Okay, great, so it's done. And just to go here, give it a refresh, and yes, one job is started. And let's wait for a moment to start it, and yes, just click on it, and yes, installing the dependencies. Copy the file, and it says that composer added, and what's the setup php different file stand with setupphp.com stand with Ukraine and stuff like that. So basically it's updated the PHP version here, right? So it means you can see this job is successfully executed, right? And it is syncing these file, and it's saying here that PHP updated to 8.1 point and stuff like that, right? So in this way you can update your PHP version, right? And now I'm going to cancel this again because I don't want to execute this full process because it takes a lot of time, right? So here I terminated this job again. And by the way, you can also execute different commands here above one, like how you can change the directory permissions for any of the folder, right, or file. It's totally up to you. Okay, so I'm now commenting these line because I don't want to execute this longer process, right? And then here I'm going to install the npm into my project using GitHub CI/CD pipeline. So let's get started. So here I'm naming this install npm, and then you need to add the run, and here you need to specify your command. So I'm install this npm install, right? So first I'm going to tell you that how you can install the npm using this command, right? So if you deployed this on the GitHub, so it will install the npm into your project, right? But what if you want to also compile your assets? uh, Hope you are familiar with this one, that how to compile your assets. If you have older versions, so you can compile them using webpack, or if you are in the new version, so you can compile them using vite.js, right? So the now I'm going to add this stuff here because I want to do it with the same step. Okay, so name, let me add some space in the name. Make sure to add this properly, otherwise it will not work, right? And here I'm going to specify that compile css and js assets. Okay, and then we need to run the npm run, and in the older version which are using the webpack, the command would be the npm run prod, which is used for generating the assets on the production, right? But in the but the local command would be same for both one, right? And for now, the wheat is added in the Laravel, right? So you can see this here. So wheat is added in the Laravel 9, and here how you can compile the assets using wheat. So just type npm run and then you need to type build, right? Save this one. And also I want to show you that if I go here and click on this public directory, refresh it, and there is no build directory, right? But if I go here and now I'm going to add saving this file and going to add this into the GitHub. Click on it, push the code, not push, comment the code, and then push the code on the GitHub. Okay, it's done. And if I go here, give it a refresh. Okay, it's throwing some error, right? So what's the error? We can see this. Yes, syntax error. Okay, it says that invalid, right? So I know that why it's showing this error, because I made some mistake in the authentication. So let's go back and here, yes, I made this mistake. I added this run here, right? I added this here, so I need to align it properly. Save this one and just go back and give it a not refresh, just to comment this out, apply the code on the GitHub, and it will update the GitHub repo, right? So just go here, click on this, and it's started. So let's click on this YAML file, click on this deploy, and yes, it's set up the job, installing the npm, compiling asset, building for productions, right? And if I go here, let me go to the public directory, public, and yes, now there is a build directory which is responsible for handling the compiled asset, right? In this way you can run the npm and also run the you can compile your assets. So let me check the video size. If it's not going bigger, so I will continue this video, otherwise I will pause this here. So let's wait for few moments. Okay, it's completed successfully, and if I go back here, so it's let's go here, give it a refresh. So why it's not added the this package.log is there, this is there. So there would be a file which contain the wheat configuration, so it's not appearing here. But the overall concept is our wheat is configured, our npm installation is successfully done, our wheat is successfully configured, right? So if in your case it's still not appearing this file, so you can give it a retry and it will be available, right? So if you like this video, subscribe this YouTube channel, also hit like button and share it with your friends. So by this way, if my video will grow, so I will shoot these more courses like this. So I'm shooting this in the real environment, I'm not cutting any of the point, that people learn a lot from these things, right? So hope you are learning too. So if you are learning too, just comment this out and I will meet you in the next one. Bye bye guys.